Tafadhali mnaweza kuketi chini. Susan ambaye ni mjane wa ndugu na rafiki yetu George Muchai, familia, askofu wetu na viongozi wetu wa kanisa walio hapa, waheshimiwa wote wenzangu na waombelezaji, watu wa Kabete na Kiambu na Wakenya ambao wamekuja hapa katika safari hii ya mwisho ya ndugu yetu Bwana Muchai. Napenda kuwasalimu nyote, hamjambo. God is good and all the time. Ngaine mwega endesho the. Asanteni sana. Mimi naleta rambirambi zangu za mke wangu na watoto kwa Mama Susan na watoto wa ndugu yetu George Muchai. Naleta rambirambi za serikali ya Kenya. Mheshimiwa Rais alikuwa pamoja na nyinyi jana. Nimekuja hapa kumwakilisha na kuwakilisha serikali katika safari hii ya mwisho ya ndugu yetu George Muchai. George Muchai alikuwa Mkenya mzalendo ambaye alijitolea, na tumekuja hapa hata ingawaje amekufa katika hali hii. We are confident to say that he was a true patriot, a Kenyan who believed in the well-being of every Kenyan irrespective of their station in life. And we celebrate his life, his commitment to the service of humanity that he showed when he was with us. To Mama Susan and the children, you have lost a father, a husband, and somebody you loved. Mungu atawajalia. It's our prayer that God in his own way will fill the gaps that Muchai has left, and that God in his own way will know and have a plan. And we want to tell you that even in this circumstance, God is in charge. We can say that confidently, that God is in charge and he has a plan for you. Nataka niseme vile vile ya kwamba George Muchai kama kiongozi wa Kabete na Kiambu alijitolea na alionyesha ya kwamba from a very humble beginning he rose up to be Deputy Secretary General of KOTU and a Member of Parliament. He is a motivation to many young Kenyans that many things are possible when people work hard and when people do their best. I heard about the passing away or the murder of this leader on the morning of Saturday. On that day, we were planning to be in India with George Muchai. His office can confirm that we had planned to go to India with other members of parliament because we had an education function in Kirinyaga. But it was unfortunate that he didn't make it because of what happened to him. It is with a lot of sorrow and pain that today we are here to participate in this final journey of George Muchai. While it is true that George Muchai and his murder is not ordinary thuggery. It is obvious that there are motives behind the murder of George Muchai. I want to persuade us, all of us, much as we are emotional, we feel for what has happened, to allow our security agencies the time to make sure that we get it right and pin those who planned and caused the murder of Muchai and bring them to book. Let's be patient. I am confident and sure that the way the President promised yesterday, we will make sure that no effort will be spared to make sure that we bring to book those who planned and caused this murder. I want the family, the wife, the people of Kabete and Kenyans to be patient. We are deploying every resource available to make sure that we deal with this issue. And I want to confirm that those who may think that by doing what they did to Muchai will deter us from standing up for the rights of every Kenyan and making sure that public resources are spent properly, that they are damn wrong. Because we will not go back, we will not be cowed, we will stand firm, because we believe that the best way forward for Kenya is for every leader to be accountable and every shilling raised by the Kenyan taxpayer and people is spent properly. That is our commitment to the people of Kenya. We are not just talking to what happened to Muchai. We are speaking to the security situation in our country. The life of every Kenyan is important. And that is why in the last year and a half, we have deployed serious resources in making sure that we secure the country. For the very first time, we have over 3,000 vehicles available for our police, something that has never happened since independence. For the very first time, we will have additional men in tens of thousands joining our security forces to make sure that the country is safe. For the very first time, the working conditions of our security men and women will be improved so that when situations like what happened to the two security guys attached to Muchai, their families will not be left destitute. That's why we now have an insurance cover to cover all our security men and to give them the comfort that the people of Kenya will stand by them even as they put their lives on the line for our sake. I know it has been said that we have CCTV, but let me tell you that, again, working with Safaricom, we are deploying for the very first time again a whole CCTV network around the major towns of our country. We complete with a command and control center that will make sure that when such things like this happen in the future, we will go after those who are behind this with the precision that technology affords us. The CCTVs we are talking about that were there from the county were deployed and did not have any command and control. That is why we are upping our game so that we can make sure that we deal with the security properly. Let me persuade us leaders not to be emotional about the way we are going into the future. The same way we are saying there must be investigations, credible, proper investigations, to make sure that those who caused this murder do not escape. We must also have investigations against allegations of IEBC staff so that we can get to the bottom of what happened. I find it a bit contradictory to say we need investigations to uncover the death of Muchai, but we don't need investigations on what happened with IEBC. I think that is a bit contradictory. We must speak the same language to every occasion so that we are even and we are fair. Let me conclude by saying the following. That George Muchai believed in our commitment to build bridges across the Kenyan communities and regions so that we can have one united, indivisible, prosperous country. We are committed to making sure that Kenyans live as one. And that commitment Muchai shared with us. I want to ask all of us, as the leaders of this country, we have been told here that if there is one thing God hates, it is those who put division between brothers and sisters. And our actions, what we do, how we lead, must make sure that we are one united country so that we can live together in harmony as the people of this country. Again, let me, to Susan and the family, and to the families of his 2 security men and his driver, the government of Kenya will stand with you all the way in making sure that those behind this murder are uncovered, and in also making sure that we give these great Kenyans the send-off they deserve. Thank you very much, and God bless you.